Okay, my friends, welcome to this match where I'm actually a little bit excited because I want to... Oh, smacked her. Interesting. I thought that she's going to avoid it, but somehow smacked her. So yeah, welcome to this game of Smack. Now, I do have the runes that are for the wife. Look at them carefully and think, hey, what is that? You know, what does that mean? What do those runes mean? You don't have to think. I'm going to just tell you my thought process because that's my thought process. It doesn't mean that, you know, it's something that you should have known. It's not like that. It's basically for the wife, you know. Everything you see there is for releasing maiden side lanes and then just hoping for something. And yes, it's true that she very rarely solo kills people these days, but she does. She still does. But it's very rare. And it's true that, okay, I actually have to use this time carefully, not just... ooh, there she is. There she is. Very interesting. Very interesting. I have to hold my ward, I think. I'm not going to use it because I saw where she is, so sometimes I will just, you know, on autopilot. Whoopsie daisies. What you doing, lady? What are we doing? Do we have that Elise coming or what? Oh man, okay. Interesting, interesting. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that, honestly. I really do. Oh, whoa, there we go. There we go. Okay. And, oh, there she is, finally. Finally, she's there. Smacked her. Unlucky, but I'll take it 100% any day of the week. I'll take this and I think the control word as well. Actually, no. No control word this time. Okay. So, yeah. What else? I don't know. I'm just going to sit through the laning phase. There's nothing for me to say. I added a telephone wire to my telephone. To my game, and before it was just a static telephone asset, like a very low poly asset, which I actually low polyarized, and it wasn't so as low poly as you know, as I wanted it, so I made it lower using I believe some kind of a Blender plugin, and then it looked awesome. And then I looked at the wire and I thought, so I was working with ropes, and ropes are sort of in Unity. There's a very, very cool plugin called OB Rope, and it basically handles ropes, okay? It creates these absolutely one of the best, if not the best, simulated ropes that I've ever seen in any computer graphics, because they look natural. And I thought, hey man, why don't I just add a wire to the phone? It doesn't mean anything really for the game, but I just thought... Once I saw that shader, because they also had this, I'm going to put it on screen so you understand what I'm talking about. Once I saw that shader, which was the phone wire shader, I thought, nah, I gotta have this. And I made it, and it looks awesome. It's just one of those simple things. It's just one of those simple things, man. Please, Katarina. Oh, she's going to get it. She might get it. Ooh, he doesn't give an F. Okay. That's, you know, anyone today. It just looks awesome, and I don't even... Oh man, he's such a Chad. He's just, you know, living through my shortcomings, you know, bearing the brunt, not even bearing the brunt of anything. He just escaped it, and he didn't care. And yeah, it looks awesome, and it's just a simple thing. It's such a small thing, and I absolutely like how it looks. Now, for the 3D enthusiasts out there, I can tell you that that's not geometry, that's a shader, okay? Oh, what you doing? What you doing? This is one of those things where... Oh. I think I get her anyway, you know, because I do have that... Man, these guys trolled. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. The wife is home. The wife is home, and one of the runes is finally starting working. Axiom Arcanist. I wonder if it increases for the you know, for the lane as well, or does it increase only for to champions? What? Why is it 1? No. For some reason, it increased to 1, even though Katarina wasn't even, you know. Okay. Oh, cooldown of that thing. I was really hoping she's not gonna have a cooldown there. She's not. It's not gonna be active, you know. It's gonna be off cooldown, as they say. And yeah, for the telephone wire, for the enthusiasts of you know, graphics, it's not geometry. It's a shader, which is awesome. It's just a simple sort of spiral-like map, which it's, I don't know how it's written. I got it from the OB Rope forum, but it just looks like a wire, you know, as much as it can. Oops. He's gonna stun me, isn't he? Okay. Down, boy. I'm getting poked there. Maiden doing some damage. Okay. 50 damage, I don't know if it's enough, because usually I would have, oh. I would have a, okay. Oh, interesting that they are joining that, giving us some vision. Usually at this point I would have the mana flow band, correct? Yes. Okay. Do I need to give them some help there or what? Because this Katarina is really struggling in this early game. As she should, you know. As she should. Against Yorick, if you pick Katarina, that's one of the worst possible things that you can even do. So, oh, she might join this. I don't know. You gotta make sure she doesn't do anything there. I can't really join them too much. Although, I think this is gonna push. Let's see these children. Are they behaving correctly? Yes. Okay. Sorry. Ooh, interesting. Even, you know, I was about to say even I didn't expect that, but I usually don't expect such things because I'm too focused on farming and stuff, so, you know. Yeah. I guess we get the grubs, and life is good. Life is good and you can relax. No, you can't relax. One of the things that happens in League, you relax and then you lose. You relax, you int and lose. Relax, int and lose. That's what happens always. But now, man, I'm getting down to business on this, and this is the wife build, and the other one is the husband build, maybe I can call it like that. The one with the first strike, and where Yorick is getting all the demolish stacks and stuff. But the thing is, look at what happened here. I don't have demolish, right? I don't have all that stuff. But she was so under pressure that she had to go back, and I just got down to business on those, and I don't know. It just worked out. It just worked out. Okay. And the fun thing about using a shader instead of using actual geometry on a wire, because actual geometry, chances are it's going to look better, because the squashing and stretching is probably going to look more accurate. But man, you know, this shader does like 90% bang for the buck that the geometry would do. And it's probably costing like 1% of the price that it would have if it was, okay, if it was actual geometry for the, okay. I think that she's there in those bushes. Yeah, if it was actual geometry for the simulation. Okay, there we go. Now this is not gonna, oh, so is this a gank or is this just, you know, is this just something? What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here, guys? I thought that this is a gank. Nah, this is not a gank. Okay. I have exhaust, I have everything, you know. I think the tower go down now. Whoopsie daisies, got hit there. Got hit there. Ooh. Okay. Man, you know, I gotta say, I don't want to laugh at her because it is a lot of psychological pressure to get hit by that E. You know, I gotta, my heart goes out to her, and you know, the tower blowing up like this, we getting the boots. It is some, you know, it is not easy. Let me tell you that much. It must be pretty hard. So the wife build. Whoops. Hey. Oh, God. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 Mrs. Spider. Yeah, this is an easy game, you know, especially since she flashed in place. It's just, you know what it is, you know, yeah. I can't help her. Yeah, it's not like I can stop playing the game, right? It's not like I can do that. By the way, Keyboard Warrior, I've met her before. I think back when I was Diamond. So congratulations on the climb, Keyboard Warrior, because now I'm 200 something. Okay. Okay. So, you know, I hope that, I don't know, the telephone wire, it's just a simple thing. You know what it is? Simple things in life, they, little things in life, they just feel better. Small things, I mean. They feel better than the big things. I don't know, sometimes, not always, of course, you know, when you get married, when you have, you know, a promotion and stuff, of course, it feels great, and it's like, it's more than, you know, having a perfectly toasted, like, bread. Which would be a small thing, maybe. Whoops. Okay. Which would, oh man, there she is. Oh man, they're gonna get me. They're gonna get me. I don't know. Pike. Can Pike maybe help me? Maybe he can. Okay. No, I don't think he can. Man, they have vision, right? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Into this one. But, you know, 4 people is... I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, the small things in life, they have this... I don't know what it is. They feel almost, I would say, honest. They feel... When you, for example, are happy about marriage, right? It's like very intense. When you're happy about, I don't know, having a girlfriend for the first time or boyfriend for the first time, right? It is very intense feeling. But it's like, I don't know what it is. Maybe, you know what it is? I know what it is. I know what it is. So... when you have these little things compared to the big things, whoa, what are you doing, lady? Okay, I guess she did know what she was doing at the end there. She did know what she was doing. The little things, what happens with them is that they have very little possibility to sort of make you, I guess the term would be, make you remember about things that bother you. For example, I think a good example would be when you get promoted. It's a very intense feeling. It's very nice. It's very cool. You know, you think, oh man, you know, I'm climbing up, and etc., and you're happy. But then, what if you think, ooh, maybe is this the job I want? And then suddenly, it's not over. You still feel happy. You still feel happy, but you might like, oh. It might be like, okay, there she is. There she is. We got that Braum. We got that Braum going. Okay, she has flash, of course. It's a very intense feeling, but it has the chance of reminding you of some other questions like, oh, yeah, you know, did Bill also get this promotion? Why did Bill get this promotion? I should have been the only one. I was the one, you know, doing the coffee mugs every morning. So why did he also get the promotion? Are we going to double team those coffee mugs or what? And... and, maybe you start thinking about all kinds of stuff while still being happy about the promotion, right? But when you have these little things, like in my case, of course, you know, the telephone wire, I added it and I was playing around with it and I thought, man, this looks awesome. And it was pure. It didn't, there's almost no, of course, you know, if you had some trauma with telephone wires in your, you know, childhood, maybe you used scissors on them too much and they, your grandmother said, hey, don't do that. And then she maybe gave you bad food that you don't like. Well, okay. As a punishment, we need to get this keyboard warrior. Okay. Then yes, of course, yes. It's gonna be a problem, man. We gotta catch them. We gotta catch them all. We gotta catch them all. There she is. Okay, she dead. And okay, this is beautiful. Look at this. I don't think she's gonna get it though. I might have to get Cyrilda's, no, not Cyrilda's, but the Spear of Shojin, because it also, if I'm going for the wife, then the wife is Spear of Shojin, you know, gives wife some, you know, something. So some damage. 11%, actually 12%. Also for kids. Is Braum? What is Braum doing? He's giving this up, but he's not really giving it up, you know what I mean? Okay, where's the jungler? I don't have boots still. I still don't have the boots. I don't know. Ooh, there she is. Okay, the wife is gonna get it, right? Yeah. Actually, let's see. Husband. So yeah, I don't know if that's, you know, it's just my theory that I came up on the spot. Kind of on the spot. Whoops. Oh man, I might die. Stun. Silence. Yeah, they have the tools. They have the tools. Yeah, kind of entered, but it would. So the big guys spawning in 25. I'm gonna be here. They probably disagree with my choice. I think it's better. Pyke is... Man, look at that. Pyke recognizing the game. Awesome. Absolutely love having the Pyke. I think this is the first time they say that from, you know, by themselves. They say that. My teammates, I mean. Man, it's just... Okay. Sorry, man. I think I win this one. Yeah, sorry, man. Why are you doing this to the wife? Why are you doing this, boy? Why are you doing this? Is that worth? Man, you know what? You know, it reminds me of the saying that, where it was something about neighbors choosing to either you get $100 and your neighbor gets it too, or you lose your eye and your neighbor loses it too. And you know, the guy will always choose. It's always something about Latvians say that about themselves, and Polish people say that about themselves. You know, it's sort of just self-deprecating. Whoops. Sorry. Ooh, almost smacked her. Almost smacked her. It reminds me of that. It's not exactly that, but it reminds me of that. Okay. Ooh. Okay. And we gotta be careful because we're anting right now. I think we're anting. Okay. We really are anting. I got a lot of firepower, I'll tell you that much. I'm pretty fed. I don't usually play with comets, so take this with a grain of salt, you know. But oh man, you know what? The wife thing. I feel like Manifold Band would have been better if I had taken that. So, do I have enough for Collector? No, I do not. What? Man, I gotta help her. We do have to get the Baron though, so they don't continue just. Oh yes, Elise. Simple pleasures in life. Hitting that E perfectly. I think it's a good example as well. Oh. Didn't hit the E at all, by the way. Okay. Probably wasn't worth. I think hitting the E is also a very good example. For example, when you hit your E perfectly on the jungle, right? Or the jungler, and you know, you get them. It's a small thing, but for example, when you win the game, you get LP, and then you, that's the big thing, right? And when you start getting the LP, sort of feels good, right? You think, oh, I accomplished something. But what happens is, you have the risk of starting to think, oh man, you know, I need to climb here, I need to climb this, you know, this guy has more, etc., etc. But the little thing, it didn't trigger all the thoughts. You know what I mean? Anyway, thank you for watching this. This actually felt kind of strong as a build. And yeah, I will see you next time.